everybody? Welcome back to Art of Everything. I'm Frank, and we're back at it again with another video. This time, I want to talk about photography, or in a lesser tone, just taking photos. So, if you know me already or have seen some of my videos before, you will know that I use an entry-level camera to shoot a lot of my photos. I use the Canon EOS 2000D, also known as the Rebel T7, for a lot of my shooting, but as well as I use this device that I'm actually shooting on right now, my LG V60 Thin Q 5G. We'll just call it the V60. So recently I did a review on this device, and apparently a lot of people liked it. I take a lot of photos with this camera, and I enjoy taking photos. Like, to be honest with you, I would still rather take a photo with this camera over my V60, but there's a but. I'm not saying that my V60 takes bad photos. As a matter of fact, if you actually go onto my Instagram page, my photography Instagram page, you will see that I've taken some phenomenal photos with my LG V60. Knowing that I can shoot in RAW and have manual access to shoot the photos the way I want to shoot them on my V60 is phenomenal, and I enjoy that a lot. And I do a lot of post editing. I don't just snap a photo, keep it moving. There's a lot of people that do that. That's just not my personal style. And also, at one point, I was using this camera to do videos as well. And I'm not going to say it's not a good camera to do YouTube videos. If you're staying in a specific area and you're doing a still video in the sense of you're not moving around, you're not walking, you're not vlogging, you're not doing this and stuff like that, because this camera has no type of stabilization at all. There's no in-body stabilization, and then you have to find a camera lens with optical image stabilization. That can cost a good amount. Right now, what I mainly use on this camera is a Sigma 28 to 80 millimeter lens, and to be honest, it does just fine for the photos that I take. Definitely want to upgrade my lens and just get other lenses as well, because to be honest, I've seen phenomenal photos taken with this camera, but it is an entry-level camera, so it's not the best. But one of the main things in photography, especially when you're using a camera, is the lens. The lens is very, very, very important. You can make a lot of magic happen, post-edit when you're editing your photos. But I did a review on the V60, and it blew up. A lot of people watched it, more than what any of my other more than any of my other videos have made. Like, the views on that video alone is tremendous compared to any other video I've made. And I also made a video of this phone and vlogging with this phone. When I was vlogging with this phone, I'm using right now a Manfrotto mini tripod, which is good to actually just hold it and go. I did use the rear cameras a lot when vlogging. I was using the wide angle lens as well as the standard lens, and it turned out really, really good, surprisingly good. And I was using also the internal microphones. I didn't have an external microphone. I'm using an external microphone now, a mini shotgun microphone. It's not the best because I did purchase it for $25, but I think it enhances the audio just slightly. And then I ended up buying a gimbal for my phone as well, because I am planning to start shooting short films with this phone, because honestly, I think that this phone is more than capable of doing those things. So I know you guys are probably like, What is this video really about? Well, I want to share with you guys the photos I have taken with both the LG V60 and my Canon EOS 2000D. Now, price is very, very different, and I know that's one of the key things that most people are going to worry about. So when the V60 came out at retail price, if I'm not mistaken, it was $950. It was $900 to $950 for the dual case, case setup, which I did get. It's actually a separate purchase. You can get it together. I enjoy using this, but can't use this when you're trying to shoot and use a tripod and stuff like that. But it makes it a lot easier to multitask. And when I'm editing videos, you'll be surprised. I actually do enjoy editing videos with the dual screen. Outside of that, to be honest with you, the Canon EOS 2000D. This is the international version because it's a 2000D version. The American version would be called the Rebel T7, clearly. To be honest with you, you can find it for roughly about $300, and even with the kit lens, I think I paid $300 for it as well, with the kit lens and the charger, the battery, and stuff like that, brand new out of the box, which isn't bad. Now, I know people are going to be like, oh, the camera is cheaper than the phone. Yeah, but keep in mind, the phone isn't camera first. The phone is a phone. You can do a lot more with a phone than what you can do with the camera. The camera is only made to take photos and videos, and in this case, because this is an entry-level camera, it's better for stills than it is for videos. Even though it's more than capable of doing videos, you just won't get the benefits of stabilization whatsoever with this camera compared to using this phone. And phones are a lot better than what they used to be. I still wouldn't sit here and say that I would use a phone for all types of photography, because in reality, if you're taking professional photography, you're not going to want to pull out your phone and just start taking photos. The sensors are still a lot smaller than the sensors found in a camera in general. So with that being said, I want to post up some photos, and I'm going to put them side by side. They're going to be different. As a matter of fact, they're going to be totally different. So I'll just put them up, right? And then right underneath or on it or somewhere, you'll see what I used to take that photo. So you'll see either LG V60 or, Canon EOS 2000D. And I want you guys to just look through them and tell me what you guys think about the photos. Do you think that you can use this phone for majority of your shots, traveling, whatever the case may be, or do you need inexpensive DSLR when you're going to vacation and stuff like that? And just to let you know, I do edit all of my photos. I shoot everything in RAW, from this camera to my V60. Like, there's probably 2 photos that I've taken with my V60 where I didn't shoot in RAW, and it was a night shot. It was a night. It's called night view, I think it is, on the V60. So those are the only shots that I took in with the V60 that wasn't in manual. Outside of that, I shoot everything in manual and I edit it in RAW. With this, I shoot in RAW and I do edit on my phone on the V60 by transferring my files from this camera onto my V60. If you wonder what editing app I actually use a free editing app that you can find on Android or on iOS, and it's Google's Snapseed. Snapseed is free. You can edit raw images on Snapseed, and it does a lot of the basic editing that you need without having to pay for anything. And no, this is not a sponsored video. I don't have enough viewers or enough views or subscribers to be sponsored. I just want you guys to know that you can make do with what you have, and you can make something look really, really good with what you have. And to be honest with you, using Snapseed has been great for me, has been great for my Instagram. When I edit these videos and I post them up to Instagram, people love them immediately. And honestly, I really hope that you guys like the photos. So tell me down in the comments down below what you think about the photos. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it if you don't mind, and subscribe if you haven't yet. Till next time, peace.